Islam Dwayne Bey. It is October the 12th, 2020. I'm Arrington-Bey, your wife. I'm going to start off by reading the Holy Quran Circle 7. But before I read the Holy Quran Circle 7, I'm going to read the first part of the Quran, which is called the Fatiha. Says, in the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful. Praise be to Allah, the Lord of the worlds, the Beneficent, the Merciful, Master of the Day of Requital. Thee do we serve, and Thee do we beseech for help. Guide us on the right path, the path of those upon whom Thou hast bestowed favors, not those upon whom wrath is brought down, nor those who go astray. Islam. Now I'm going to read I'm going to start with chapter 4 of the Holy Quran, Circle 7. Okay. I'm at American Synod State in Annapolis, Maryland. When John was 12 years old, his mother died, and neighbors laid her body in a tomb among her kindred in the Hebron burying ground and near to Zachariah's tomb. And John was deeply grieved. He wept. Matheno said, "It is not well to weep because of death." Death is no enemy of man. It is a friend who, when the work of life is done, when the life of work is done, just cuts the cord that binds the human boat to earth, that it may sail on smoother seas. No language can describe a mother's worth, and yours was tried and true, but she was not called hence until her task was done. The cause of death are always for the best, for we are solving problems there as well as here, and one is sure to find himself where he can solve his problems best. It is selfishness that makes one wish to call again the earth's departed soul. Then let your mother rest in peace. Just let her noble life be strength and inspiration unto you. A crisis in your life has come, and you must have a clear conception of the work that you are called to do. The sages of the ages call you Harbinger. The prophets look to you and say, "He is Elijah come again." Your mission here is that of a Harbinger, for you will go before the Messiah's face to pave his way and make the people ready to receive their king. The readiness is purity of heart. None but the pure in heart can recognize the king. To teach men to be pure in heart, you must yourself be pure in heart and word and deed. In infancy, the vow for you was made, and you become a Nazarite, a Nazarite. The razor shall not touch your face nor head, and you shall not taste wine nor fiery drinks. Men need a pattern for their lives. They love to follow. not to lead. The man who stands upon the corners of the paths and points the way, but does not go, is just a pointer, and a block of wood can do the same. The teacher treads the way. On every span of ground he leaves his footprints clearly cut, which all can see and be assured that he, their master, went that way. Men comprehend the inner life by what they see and do. They come to Allah through ceremonies and forms. And so when they would make men know that sins are washed away by purity in life, a right symbolic may be introduced. And water washed the body of people who would turn away from sin and strive for purity in life. The rite of cleansing is a preparation rite, and they who thus are cleansed comprise the temple of purity. And you shall say, you men of Israel, hear, reform and wash, become the sons of purity, and you shall be forgiven. This rite of cleansing and this temple are but symbolic of the soul, which does not come with outward show, but is the temple within. Now you may never point the way and tell the multitudes to do what you have never done, but you must go before and show the way. You are to teach that men must wash, so you must lead the way. Your body must be washed, symbolic of the cleansing of the soul. John said, why need I wait? May I not go at once and wash? Matheno said, 'tis well. And they went down to the Jordan ford east of Jericho, just where the host of Israel crossed when first they entered Canaan. They tarried for a time. Mathena taught the harbinger, and he explained to him the inner meaning of the cleansing rite and how to wash himself and how to wash the multitude. And in the river Jordan, John was washed, and they returned into the wilderness. Now the Engedi hills, Matheno's work was done, and he and John went down to Egypt. They rested until they reached the temple of Saqqara in the valley of the Nile. For many years, Matheno was a master in this temple of the brotherhood, and when he told about the life of John and of his mission to the sons of men, the Hierophant with joy received the harbinger, and he was called the brother Nazareth. For 18 years John lived and wrought within these temple gates, and here he conquered self, became a mastermind, and learned the duties of the harbinger. Okay, that is 9 minutes approximately. Now I'm going to read Revelation chapter 12, 11, and 12. So, Revelations of the Holy Bible, chapter 12, 11, and 12. It says, I'm going to start with 10. It says, and I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now is come salvation and strength and the kingdom of our God and the power of his Christ. For the accuser of our brethren is cast down, which accused him before our God day and night. And they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of their testimony. And they loved not their lives unto the death. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he know that he hath but a short time. Okay, so what I'm going to do right now is give testimony. Last night it was odd. Not odd, but I've had these forced manipulated dreams before, and I gave testimony about the unnaturalized military, Navy and Army or police. Sometimes I hear them people around here say military or making noise, and these forced manipulated dreams. What they do is get a form of yourself, and they start communicating with yourself with that form. And these unclean spirits, these abominations that do this, it's a way of engaging. Because if they know that you can lawfully call the cops, they cannot engage with you on a physical plane. What they have done is use the telepathic code that has the animal beast strand in it, which makes them animal and beast. The technology, you have those that are humanoid, that exude radiation that can affect technology. What they do is stalk, and they try to engage that way, and they just sit there and stalk and look and lust, think of different ways mentally how they can engage, and then eventually, hopefully, they think, because they use the word "I love you" a lot. They keep saying "I love you, I love you, I love you," like a beast, because they're beasts, like an animal, like a freak, an abomination. So eventually they want to have sex, like they have sex in your dreams. If you don't know about what they're doing and what they're trying to do, they'll force and manipulate you to have sex with them in your dreams. So you don't know. It's not you. It's a form of you. Okay, it is not you. So you don't know. You have no idea. They jacking off, getting an orgasm, because they have raped someone in their dream. Then they'll go around and say, "I love her," or I love her, I love them." So this is what abominations do, that being killed and exterminated off the face of the earth. These are unclean demonic spirits, and they filthy abomination kids. They're seeds. There is no ifs, ands, buts about it. They are abominations. So what I experienced was these pale skinned black Negro. First of all, it was these like Mexican or Spanish speaking in the dream, and they were invading a house I was in, and then they wanted French toast sticks. French toast sticks are sold at Burger King, and so I was trying to lock the door to get them out. I was telling them to get out. Once again, usually Mexicans, Spanish speaking. They usually speak about witches, and how someone has a lot of magic in them. All right, and a lot of their accents around here, because they're stalking. They're a laboratory freak of some sort. Not all of them. I'm just giving you testimony of the unclean. There's some, and this is true. Some form of a laboratory freak or experiment that they release in their population. And then not only that, if they can manipulate you in your dreams, eventually they're going to try to get you to help them get a green card, or somebody close to them get a green card, because they don't want to go back to their impoverished lands. So another thing is, and then also spiritually possess the mind, and so their government, which is connected to the unnaturalized military, that's what they want, because they want bodies. So that's why a lot of them are here illegally, and they're not doing nothing about it. But they put on TV that they are, but they're really not doing anything about it, because they're using them as terrorists. They're using them as terrorists to terrorize mentally. And also the black Negro, which is unclean in spirit. Now, and so a lot of times they use the number 3 and 33. Okay? So these pale skin and black Negro witches was communicating with a form of me that was not my true self. And they was singing like chants, like they trying to initiate someone, as though they were trying to initiate the form of me in their group. Once again, it was not me. See, if it was me, when I wake up, I would want to know them. You know, I would want. See, this is how you know they're dealing with a sheath, a form of you, and not your true self. I would want they can approach me, and I would be like, oh, how you doing? You know, I would be like, oh, I want to join your 33 group. I want to join your group. No, what they're doing is forced mental engaging, so they can justify why they're stalking, having orgasms around the room, trying to rape and molest, because they have the telepathic code that has that animal beast strand in it, Islam. So that's one my testimony. Then I kept once again hearing seeing visuals like I would see at Burger King, like cups, the French toast sticks in the dream with the Mexicans, or Spanish speaking. That definitely French toast sticks are sold at Burger King. So hearing songs that are played at Burger King. There's some songs that like touching you, touching me, or hearing the R&B music. And then when I woke up, I'm still hearing the black Negro or a black Negro female around the room talking, like sound like an animal begging, like the Spanish speaking, begging like literally like mumbling like an animal. So that's my testimony, Islam. Because they are animals. It's not light, because that's what it is. It's a beast. It's an animal, a freak of nature. So now I'm going to give testimony. I'm going to read the Holy Quran, chapter 2, ayat 190. And fight in the way of Allah against those who fight against you, but be not aggressive. Surely Allah loves not the aggressor. And kill them wherever you find them, and drive them out from where they drove you out. And persecution is worse than slaughter. And fight not with them at the sacred mosque until they fight with you in it. So if they fight you in it, slay them. Such is the recompense of the disbeliever. So what they're doing is entering a sacred temple, which is my mind, a sacred mosque. So when I give chance or give testimony, there's many ways you can kill these unclean spirits. Giving testimony as a Hebrew Muslim, you killing it. Because see, they don't want everyone to know. If they can put out there a false reality that you actually was one and wanted to engage with them in your dream, because once again they're using a form of you. They're not using you. They are literally engaging on a sheath while you're sleeping, and then trying to have sex and do all types of things. So they're trying to literally just infect sheaths of your body, so that they can feel as though, whether it's sending emotions, whatever, so they can feel as though that they own a part of you, okay? But if you know about it, then you give testimony about it, then that takes away their power, because the truth is they're terrorists. Truth is these are acts of terrorism, all right? By unclean demonic spirits that's been prophesied to be exterminated. And they filthy abomination kids. They filthy, low-life abomination kids. Islam, their seeds. I mean.